My toxicness will stop me from loving myself or trusting others in my peaceful place. Not anymore. My lack of post-trauma is going to stop me from my future growth. Yes, not anymore. I know I'm powerful. I know I'm overcoming. I know I'm a positive. I know I'm loved. And yes, not anymore. I'm dope. Dedicated to other people's empowerment. I love my dopeness, and so should you.
Hello. Welcome everybody to I Am Strong Enough Book Tour. And see, my light want to be acting special and retarded today, but it's all right. How are we doing today? You know, it always got to be some type of technical difficulties in the mission, but it's all right. We gonna keep it moving. How are you doing today, Miss Harris?
I am doing fabulous.
I want you guys to welcome Miss Dr. Josephine Harris to the I Am Strong Enough virtual tour, where we talk about how strong we are, how we survived through the thicks and thins, and how we got where we are today. So tell us a little bit about the books or collaborations you've been involved in.
Wow, it's been so amazing. I've been involved in several book anthologies, and it was so amazing. One of them is affirmation affirmation from a woman on a mission, and that was with visionary author Tiffany D. Bell. That was a wonderful project. It was the best experience I had. I've also been on several other big projects, like My Walk Past Hell with the visionary author is Yolanda Jerry. So it's been amazing. It's been amazing.
That is totally awesome. Can you also tell us what got you into your writing career?
Oh wow. you know, as you know, as a psychotherapist, I like to write, and when I say write, and when I write, I have a journal that I journal in. So what got me into writing is me journaling, and I journal a lot because as a psychotherapist, we tell our clients, okay, you can journal out your feelings, you can journal this, and that will help you with your anxiety, your depression, or even expressing how you're feeling. So what got me in a position of writing is me journaling.
And that is a huge thing because a lot of times, like, we journal a lot because, like you said, it's a way of healing and going through the process. So definitely I could agree with that. That's what got me into writing as well. Now, can you tell us, when did your journey started?
Well, my journey started when Dr. Yolanda Jerry put my first anthology that I was on with her, My Walk Past Hell, when she put it out on social media that she was looking for women who've been through a lot, women with domestic violence, women survivor of domestic violence, a survivor of any trauma. So that's when my journey has started, when I got on the big book project with her, and it was a wonderful experience. So I like, you know what, this is a wonderful experience, and I had an awesome time with her. She is very inspirational person to me, and I really appreciate her.
I love it. I love it. Now, tell us a little bit of the story of what you wrote in The Walk Past Hell.
Well, the Walk Past Hell was one of the first. It was one of the first one that I put out there, and one of the ones that I was a fear of putting out there and fear of getting my story told. So it was basically of me being in a relationship when I was young, in an abusive relationship, with which is emotional and mentally abuse. So I talked about how I overcame very obstacles of my abuse when I was younger, and how I was falling, going in the wrong direction, falling for the wrong person. So that's one of the my chapter was talking about my emotional abuse and how I overcame it, and how I walked through a lot of obstacles and overcame a lot of adversity through that emotional abuse that I endure.
Listen, yes, absolutely. That's definitely a testimony when you overcome those obstacles, and you can say, yes, I've overcame it, and now I am this person. So I commend you for your walk past hell. So I'm about to give you the floor so you can tell people a little bit about you. How do you about your books, and just give us just some information on how you are strong enough through through this mission and what you do
Yes.
and how you impact and all those great things. So the floor is yours.
Okay, okay. As you know, I am Dr. Josephine Harris. You can call me Dr. Joe. I am a psychotherapist and an international best-selling author, as well as since time Amazon first best-selling author as well. I am also a certified mental health coach and wellness advocate, where I advocate for mental health as well as military spouses so that they can navigate through the challenges that they go through. So on this journey with me doing these book projects, I'm telling you, I had to express how I feel on the journey, like with the information from a woman with a mission. I talked about the faith and how my faith, how I explored my fear, and then I had to overcome it with my faith. And one of the things I always endure in myself is one of the things I remember is I have to stay in faith. I have to start in faith, stay in faith, and finish in faith. And when I overcome all my obstacles of fear, then I'm gonna have all that focus in faith. And another book project I did was with the resilience of with Pastor P, and she was a very inspirational to me. And doing the resilience project that I was on, was it in hard times, I talked about the obstacle of me grieving through the loss of my mother, and that was very dear to me as well, because it was in a time in my life that I had blamed God from taking my mother away. But you have to realize that we don't know why certain things happen, but you have to understand that God do things in his time, and he do things to explain to why certain things happen. We might don't understand it, but God put us there so that we can understand. And through the obstacles of going through the journey of my grieving with my mom, I learned that not only do I have to believe and trust in God, I have to have faith that God will pull me through. So with that journey and that book project, it helps me to write out my feelings and how I felt, and it helped me even overcame the obstacles that I was going through grief. So it helps me to really push through it and go through the process of grief. So writing and being on that project of resilience in hard times, it helped me to overcome a lot of grief that I had endured with my mother, and knowing and understanding that God always had my back, and that he was the shining light on me. So I had to really push through it so that I can understand what God has calling on me, so that I can help other people overcome grieving as well. So that's everything in a nutshell. And I'm also getting ready to write my own book. So I'll be doing my book will be coming out soon. It is one of the 7 things. One of it, the title of it is 7 mindset that would change your life. And doing this project that I'm doing, and this book project that I'm doing, it's going to be my own book that I'm writing about the 7 mindsets that changed my life, and the 7 mindset that I had to shift my mind. Even although I'm a military spouse, I'm a mother, I'm an entrepreneur, I have a private practice, I am a grandmother. So I had to really, really shift my mindset in order for me to really have that growth mindset. And when I mean growth mindset, I had to grow according to how God wanted me to grow. And God had to lead me in a direction that he wanted me to go in, not a direction that I wanted to go in. So that book is really going to change a lot of people's mindset. As well. And I'm also doing a mental health takeover that's coming up in May. You guys know that the month of May is mental health awareness, and I am the mental health awareness. I'm a mental health expert. So with me being a psychotherapist, a mental health professional expert, I'm doing takeover. Is going to be on Clubhouse in the month of May on every Saturday at 10 a.m. So it's going to talk about a lot of different topics dealing with mental health. And it's all the theme is around the whole theme around it is mental health together we stand. So a lot of time that we put a stigma on mental health, and some of the times that's why the people put a stigma on mental health because it's hard for our kind to get help. Even not our kind, is even in America, because it's like 1 out of 5 people have mental health, and you have to understand that mental health is one of the most important things that we have to deal with in this world now, especially due to the pandemic that's going on. And I know everything's beginning to become unrestricted, but now it's still focusing on our mental health, and you have to focus on your mental health because your mental health really does matter. And especially in the time of even this, you have to pay attention to your mental health. And also, I'm doing a assignment of mental health and things like that. So I'm telling you, this summit is really going to, this takeover is going to really change your mind, change your life, and give you a perspective on how to deal with your mental health. And that's about everything in a nutshell.
That is so awesome. And I think it's so important, especially that, you're doing a seminar on mental health, because so many times, like you said, the people of color, they're afraid to go get the help that they need. They're afraid of the judgment or what people might say. Oh, if I go to get therapy or if there's something wrong with me, somebody's going to look at me different. There's nothing wrong with going to get help. Everybody needs a little help or someone to talk to. And, because life can be hard in itself.
Yes, it could be hard in itself. And, I deal with a lot of mental health issues within people, and during this pandemic, it's been a lot of a suicide. Right. And when I mean suicide I'm a military spouse, and in my husband unit, there's been a lot of suicide. So the suicide rate now has increased dramatically, and it's because it's people not really paying attention to their mental health or getting the help they need, or they're scared to get the help they need, or they crying out for help, and people are really not paying attention to them.
Right. Definitely. So, question for you. Now, being that you have your own business, and a lot of people are trying to get into the author career, and knowing that our business is our brand, what advice can you give them about marketing their book or marketing themselves?
Wow, let me tell you, it's not gonna market itself. So you have to really put yourself out there. You have to really brand yourself. If you want people to be promoted, you have to really be visible. Get on stage, make people be visible, make your name known. So you have to really put yourself out there, get on social media. You have to even call and ask, can I get on your podcast? Can I get on your talk show? So you really have to market yourself out there, and you cannot do everything yourself. So get the people that God sent you in your life to help you.
Absolutely. So many times people are afraid to market themselves or invest in themselves and all those things. So, question for somebody that's trying to write a book, because I know you said you're writing your own book now. Am I correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So, how long did it take you to decide to do your own book? Because, a lot of people start off collaborations because they're nervous about doing it themselves. How long did it take you to decide, okay, I want to do this book?
The funny thing is, I'm writing 2 books. So I'm writing one book. Okay. It's called Unseen Realm, which I've been sitting on that title for almost 7 years. I wrote 1 chapter and I paused. I you know what, this is just too much coming out. And then with the with my book I'm writing now, with the 7 mindsets, it took me, oh my goodness, even before Dr. Yolanda Jerry asked me to be on her book project, I was writing it then, but I put a pause on it. So I wasn't saying that I was afraid. I was saying that I was too busy.
So too busy was took over that I'm afraid. So it was just,
yes.
You said I'm too busy, but you wait, I don't know. Let me put a pin in that right now.
Yes.
So I definitely understand. So we're gonna take a quick break, and when we come back, we're gonna have some more questions for Dr. Joe.
Moving your body. Come on, feel the beat. Let it get stronger. Come on, dance with me. Give me the feels, feel the power. The music sounds fine to me. Playing in the magic, coming back into my dream. Get up, I want out to you. I know you're feeling right. I can't stop.
And we're back. Yes, that is the video of us with the I Am Strong Enough tour, which will be all weekend. We are popping up, popping in, and taking over because, we are strong enough and we have to show virtually, how impactful we are strong together. So, Miss Harris, tell us, what do you do in your spare time if you're not busy, you know, being the psychologist, being the woman of many hats, being the author, being the businesswoman? What do you do in your spare time?
Well, I travel a lot. I like to
Okay.
travel. I like
Okay.
to travel. I like to read. So I read and I read a lot. I like to read. And on my spare time I do write. I write poetry. So I do
Okay.
poetry.
Mm.
And
So wait. You do poetry. Why you haven't been on one of my poetry shows yet, ma'am?
I haven't explored all that yet. But I do poetry, and poetry is just really a stress reliever for me.
Gotcha.
So yeah,
So what do self-care look like for you? Like traveling and writing poetry, or like, cause everybody has a specific thing. Like me, my self-care is getting my nails done, at least. My nails and my hair.
my self care is me sitting on the sofa reading. I like to read. I like to spend
That's
time with
it.
my husband. We go out and have a good time. We go to the spa, and that's my self care. And I pray a lot, so I read
Right.
like women inspirational books.
Awesome. Awesome. So do you have a book that you want to share a piece from?
Oh,
Yep. Putting you all the way on the spot.
whoa! You put me on the spot. Let me get.
You gotta bless the people with a little bit, you know what I mean? A little
You
bit of
put
how
me on the
a little bit of
spot.
information. We
Uh,
told you who you are, so you gotta read a little bit to them.
the thing I'm gonna read out is from a affirmation from a woman from Mission. So
Okay.
one of the section I wrote is called focus faith, and it's go like this: I have focused faith. I have started in faith. I stay in faith, and I finish in faith. Therefore, I have faith in the ability to achieve greatness. And one of the verses that I like behind this is Proverbs 4:25 through 27. It says, keep looking straight ahead without turning aside. Know where you are headed, and you will stay on solid ground. Don't make a mistake by turning to the right or the left. Trust and believe that you are primary on a soul journey rather than an earthly journey. That you are here to evolve toward love and joy rather than to control the outcomes of things. So what you are looking forward to, keep faith regardless a love of truth and commitment to the word of God. So what is keeping your faith? When you are surrounded by such a great cloud of witness, let us throw off everything that hinders and the sin that you so easily entangles. And let us run with perseverance the race marked out for us, fixing our eyes on him, the pioneer and the perfect of our faith. Remember to start in faith, stay in faith, and finish in faith, although you will also have focused faith.
All right. All right. Yes. Now, with that affirmation, could you tell us what did you want people to get out of that message?
With that, I wanted people to understand that in order to move forward, you have to believe, trust, and have faith that God will see you through no matter what happens, no matter what comes your way. The faith always overcome everything that you have.
Amen to that. And I love that because it is so true. Like it is definitely directing to the right information of with affirmations, and just tell them that they have to cling on to that spiritual faith, and they have to focus on what's the here and now. And we've all had a testimony in the past, and we don't have to let it define us. So yes, you blessing them with that. So y'all better make sure y'all go to get that Woman on a Mission affirmation book. I am also an author in there as well. you know, Dr. Miss Tiffany is the one that covered it. So it was an amazing book to be in a part of. and everything. So it's an amazing, and it's been a journey. So where do you see yourself in about the next 3 years?
Oh, wow. Let me see. I got them goals written now. You got to write the vision, make it
Yes, right,
plain. So
right.
when I see myself in 3 years is now I'm putting together a program for women, but particularly military spouses. I'm teaching them where they can have a voice so that they can have some clarity of self-identity, because in the military we travel a lot, we relocated,
Right.
or our husband might be deployed, and we
Hmm.
handling all of the kids, the bills, even so much of our mental health. So when our mental health is involved, so I am doing a program where I help women and military spouses find their self identity while defining themselves so that they can have a self fulfillment career and not hide behind their soldier member career.
And that is totally excellent, because definitely we have to empower the ones that seem like they're invisible.
Mm-hmm.
So it's helping them step out and step into who they are for their purpose. So that is definitely excellent. Now, when are you planning on starting that?
Oh my goodness, I'm working on it now. I
Okay.
am working on it now. So I'm hoping I finish it before my birthday, which is in July.
Nice.
So,
Okay.
so
Oh,
I got it together, but I'm retweaking it because I
okay.
did like a pilot of it, and some women told me to take something out, some told me
Right.
to add something. So now is I'm really putting the touches on it.
I love it. I love it. And that is definitely excellent. Now, but when are the two books are you looking to release those? Are that going to be this year, or are is still in the process?
It's let me tell you, the seven mindsets will be released this year. The
Okay.
unseen realm, I'm still working on a
Okay.
little bit of my pause. I'm still trying to figure out, because I have to really search my soul, because when I mean the unseen realm, I mean the unseen realm. So I have to
Right.
bring my scene. I have to bring my scene realm into the unseen realm, and the unseen realm into the scene realm. If that makes sense.
It
Because what
does.
I mean by that is that certain things God put in your place, you think you can see, but He flourish it for you not to see. So it's called abundance faith. So you have to have that abundance faith, so the things that God put on you, that it's not really seen, because God only has it for you.
True. That is, listen, that book is gonna be deep. Like you said, it's going both books, but definitely that unseen realm. People, ooh, that's gonna open some eyes, and I hope they ready.
Yes, ma'am. It's going
I
to be
hope they
powerful.
ready. Yeah, it's gonna impact a lot of people, especially people that are still trying to figure out things and still trying to understand themselves. So it is definitely gonna open some eyes for some people. So, can you tell people how to follow you, how to contact you, and leave us one positive thing for the I Am Strong Enough tour?
Yes, ma'am. I am all on social media as Dr. Joe Harris, and my Instagram, my link it is Dr. Josephine Harris. I have a blog which is called Healthy Minds and Hearts, where I write about how I went through my mental health journey and how I overcame obstacles of dealing with a lot of grieving and mental health issues as a military spouse. So, and I'm also, my website is www.commonmindsllc.com. And one things I really want to leave with you guys is think positive, act, listen, learn actively, play more, be yourself, smile, always love passionately, live freely, work hard, shine bright, dream big, relax often, and guess what? Enjoy yourself.
Hey, I hope y'all heard that. Relax often and enjoy yourself. Guys, this has been Dr. Josephine Harris. I always love for my sister to come through and bless us. She's been an honor to watch, because I've been watching her for a while. I think it's been about a year now since we were her ambassadors. So I've been
Yes.
watching her shake and move. We've actually been in so many projects together. So it's been a blessing to have her on this platform and talk about how I talk on the I Am Strong Enough tour, because a lot of times you have to see the strength, but know that it was a process. It didn't happen overnight. It's a process to get where your journey is, and it's for you to never give up and to know that you're strong enough. And this was the purpose of why I called it the I Am Strong Enough tour, because with this tour it shows you what they went through, where they came from, and where they now, and where they're still going in the future. So I will be back tomorrow with 2 more guests. It will be an awesome thing. I hope y'all tune in tomorrow. It'll be at 7 and 7:30. I have 2 other guests tomorrow. Then we'll be back again on Sunday with 2 more guests, which is be at 7, and it'll be another one at 7:30 as well. And then I have another one that's coming in the middle of the week because I had to reschedule. But I want to thank Dr. Josephine Harris for tuning in. And one more question before we go. What do I Am Strong Enough means to you?
Oh, wow. It means like being positive, being bold, being beautiful, being dynamic. It means enjoy who you are. You overcome so many obstacles. So you are the strong person. It means I am a virtuous woman. That's what it means to me.
Yes. Thank you. And I appreciate you as always. And you got to send me that link to your blog as well so I can get in tune with that.
Yes, ma'am.
Everybody, I thank y'all. And please tune in tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow. Remember, tomorrow at 7. Gotta love it.
Introducing to some and reintroducing to others. Speaker, entrepreneur, motivational coach, and author, Sheena Gadai. If you wish to contact her, you can contact her via email